Hello, I'm John Segers. In tonight's video, instead of performing on the Native American flute, I'd simply like to give a shout out to some of the craftsmen, the artists, who have created some magnificent pieces that put their passions, their heart and soul into every instrument that they send out for you and I to enjoy. And I have with me a few of those instruments, and I'll talk a little bit about them and who made them. And hopefully it'll help you in deciding what your next flute will be. Certainly there are some fine craftsmen out there, many of which I do not know, but the ones that I have, I've been very, very pleased. And I just wanted to take this moment to say thank you to these guys, and I'll go over them as I go through the flutes that I have here. And I appreciate any comments that you have, any suggestions. I'm always open. But again, this is a shout out to those who have poured their passions into making the instruments that I personally have enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy this. First, I have, this is a great first starter type of Native American flute. The price range of this drone flute, which it happens to be in the key of A, I purchased this from High Spirits Flutes. And though the price range is under $200, very, very well made and very much in tune. I would put this in any professional category as far as playability, tuning. The tuning is absolutely spot on, and I have actually performed this for live audience, and it's in a walnut. Dark walnut, and just a great tone quality. Beside of it is my most unusual of all Native American flutes. If you'll notice, it has kind of a dragon scales pattern, and thus the name that was given by its craftsman, John Coolius, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. If not, I apologize, John. But this is a ceramic, pit-fired ceramic. A method that dates back hundreds of years. I think it dates back 400 or 500 years. And the colors that you see are drawn out by organic materials, anything from copper wiring mesh to banana peels and all kinds of things that are put in the mix during the kilning process. The next three flutes were designed and crafted by Brent Haines of Wood Sounds Flutes, and he happens to be one of my favorite craftsmen. This is quite an unusual piece in the sense that it's made from a rare burly Amboyna wood, which is found in Southeast Asia, I believe, and just a beautiful, beautiful wood grain. I wanted something that looked very natural on the end, so therefore that's the way it was designed. The inlay of the tonal holes, as well as the eagle totem on this and the mouthpiece, are made from a fossilized walrus jawbone. And then for the eyes, I used natural cut citrines. That happens to be in the key of low F sharp. Then the next one is in a yellow cedar, Alaskan cedar, I believe it is, and just another beautiful example of his craftsmanship, which is absolutely amazing. That's in the key of C. And then this one is made out of a burly Buckeye wood, and again with the eagle totem and cut citrines, and some turquoise and jasper inlay. And again, I like the natural cut on the ends. One of the things I wanted to show you is one day whenever I was vacuuming recently, I literally stepped on this. Yes, I should have had it on a stand or put up out of the way, but I did not. But I was vacuuming, and that all familiar crack under your feet, which is never a good sign. And let me just show you what happened. I contacted Brent Haines and talked to him personally about it, and it literally was cut in half, well, split in half from stepping on it, right across the 4th tonal hole. And he said, one of the things that you get whenever you're buying a flute from Brent Haines, it's more than buying a flute. You're buying customer service. He simply asked me for $25 for shipping and handling and didn't charge me a dime. And I will zoom in as close as I can for you to be able to see, but literally this flute was broken in half right across this tonal hole in 2 separate pieces completely. And though I am the one that broke it, I have looked and looked and looked as close as I can, and I literally cannot find the break anywhere in this wood. No, this is not part of the break. This is just part of the grain of the wood that was there originally. I wish that I had taken a before and after shot of this flute, because it is amazing the work, the craftsmanship he put into just repairing this instrument. I thought it was a lost cause. But once again, thank you so much. One of the things I did not tell you about this flute from John Coolius is that being a harmony drone flute, it has 2 separate tonal pipes. And if you'll notice, you have the upper and lower register. And so this is G over D. For those who have played around with that a little bit more than I am still trying to become acclimated with that. It's a fun instrument to play. I'm still trying to learn all the ins and outs of that. So that is a few of my flutes, and just wanted to give a shout out to the artists, the craftsmen who have provided me with instruments that I have very much enjoyed, and I hope this is helpful for all of you. Have a good evening.